this is Funguy's Kitchen. Today we are going to show you how to use the Instapot. This is a relatively newer product on the market. It's been around for, well, I guess maybe 2 years. I tipped the whole thing up, but most people already know what an Instapot is. The cool thing about this is it's like a pressure cooker and slow cooker rolled into one. The difference is the electric. You don't have to put it on your stove, turn the heat on, and it doesn't keep spitting humidity down in the room. These things are much better designed than they used to be in the old days. So all you have to do what we're going to do, oh, I should tell you, first of all, remember, Steinbrink's Piggly Wiggly is the sponsor of our meat for our show. So Piggy's here to watch. What we are going to do today is a Angus beef boneless English roast. These are perfect for this type of machine. And normally I would put potatoes and stuff in here, but we have a taste for pasta today. So what we're going to do to make this simple is we're going to use carrots. Now you could use either the baby carrots or you could use full carrots. If you use a full carrot, you have the option of either peeling them or just scrubbing them. I'm a firm believer, if you've been watching my show, skin is where the nutrients and most of the flavor is. So I usually use the skin, but we bought these because they're good for munching. They were on sale, but now I've got too many of them, so we're just going to use these. So, but the first thing you want to do is you want to put water in the pot. This part comes out. See, very simple. The rack is for the meat. What I do is I fill the water so it's a 1/4 inch above the rack. That's it. It does not need to be very full. When you're doing a crock pot, you fill it so that the meat's covered, the potatoes are covered, the carrots are covered, everything's covered. In this pressure cooker, the only thing you want covered is the carrots. So you put your carrots in at the bottom of the pan. Most of them will fit right through the spots here. There's plenty of room. We just move them around. Make sure everything gets in here. Now, the reason the Instapot, when you're cooking it with meat, does not work good on most vegetables. Most vegetables will become so soft they'll just disintegrate. Carrots, on the other hand, are one of those things that I really like soft. These will get soft, but they still won't be mushy. Well, you know, they won't fall apart. Most everything else will fall apart. So once you have the carrots in the bottom, very easily, I usually pop this open earlier, but these are usually cast open. Take your roast and lay it in here on top of the carrots. Then, of course, wash your fingers real quick. Also, as long as I'm doing that, I'm washing my tray because that's recyclable. Okay, now what I want to use today is brown sugar bourbon for my seasoning. Usually when I do a roast, I do salt, pepper, onion powder, and a little bit of garlic. Or if I feel like doing it simple, I just use like Lowry's seasoned salt. But because it's got the carrots in here, the brown sugar bourbon is awesome because when this is done, I'm going to take the carrots out, the meat out, then the carrots out, put the carrots in a bowl. I'm going to add a little bit more brown sugar to it, and the flavor that it makes on the carrots is fantastic. Not that it's all that healthy, but boy, is it good. All right, so what you do is you pour the brown sugar bourbon seasoning right on top of the meat. You want a good cover. Then sprinkle a little extra on the sides. That will help flavor the carrots. Then you put the lid on the machine. Make sure your vent is not venting. You want it closed, like this. Down is closed. All right? On the front, you can't see this. I'll take a picture of it so you can see the controls later. It says meat stew. You push the meat stew, and the timer will come on at 45 minutes. It will not start counting down until the temperature's up, and then it will count down. When it is done, it will go to low. When it's on low, it'll keep the temperature at a nice low heated constant. Now, total cook time on this is 1 hour. So whatever time you want to eat, start this an hour beforehand. The nice thing is with the Instapot, there's a couple different things. There are, you can pre-program this. So you can do it almost like a crock pot. You can put all the stuff in here before you go to work. Program it not to start until, you know, an hour before you want to eat. and it'll do the whole thing. So when you come home, it'll be ready for you. It's pretty cool. In this case, the other nice thing is when you cook it and then it goes to low, it will keep it warm. So I'm not going to eat for about an hour and a half. The thing is, I have other things to do today. So when this is done cooking in an hour, for 30 minutes, it will be at the low, which is perfect. It doesn't hurt anything. It doesn't overcook it. This thing is sealed. The juices go nowhere until you release the seal, and then you only lose a little bit of the steam. The juices stay with the food. I've been using this a couple times. I didn't want to do a show until I was a little more comfortable using it. And the food that's been coming out of here has been really, really good. So I'm very happy with this. I have the Instapot. There are a couple other brands out there. They're called electronic pressure cookers. They do a lot of cool things. So we're all done with this for now. Once again, while we're waiting, because when I come back, this is going to be done. This is going to be one of the shortest shows ever because it's all in here already. So remember, we're going to be doing the giveaway for St. Patty's Day. Dinner for two, guest appearance on the show for both of you. Okay? All you have to do is subscribe, and if you're already subscribed, obviously this makes it easy. On any show, comment, I want to win dinner. You cannot get any easier than that. Okay? You want to win extra entries? Get your friends to subscribe to the show. Have them say you told them to subscribe to the show. You get an extra entry, and of course, when they say I want to win dinner, they get an extra, or they get an entry as long as they, of course, subscribe. Very simple. Okay, that's it for now. We'll be back when this is all done so I can show you how this looks. It's really easy, really fast. All right, fun guys, foodies. Told you this was going to be a quick one. This will actually stretch it out a little bit. I'm cooking my pasta right now. I'm actually doing a fettuccine noodle with Parmesan sauce. Cream sauce, Parmesan cream sauce. The timer went off about actually 16 minutes ago. It says right on the front how long it's been on low. So it's been cooking on low. We're going to release the steam. Now, normally I do this on my island, but I couldn't do the show on my island because without setting up that whole big thing that I did last time. And this is so simple, I just wanted to do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it sideways because I don't want the steam blowing up with the camera here. And it's a simple matter of just flipping this 90 degrees. Actually, it's less than that. It's probably only 45 degrees to release the steam. If you do it right when it's done, it's going to spit water everywhere because it's still boiling at that point. Once it's been down at low for a little bit of time, you get straight steam with just a, the first time I did this, as soon as it was done, I hit that, I had water freaking everywhere. It splattered up on my ceiling and everything. Because, like most guys, I did not read the instructions on the pot all the way through. I just read the basics. And it tells you right away, don't pop it right away, it's going to be messy. So, but you see this is almost done already. You're going to hear a little clicky noise when the pressure's low enough. That means you can take off the lid. I don't know if you'll hear it, but I'll hear it. There goes the click right there, so it's ready. Let me stir this before I take the lid off so you can see what this looks like. All right. And you just turn it and you take the lid off. Okay. Now, I probably should have had my holy spoon here. And I do not mean a religious spoon. I mean a spoon that has hole slots in it. I'll show you why. Look at these carrots. See, they are still intact, but they're nice and soft. They're not hard as rocks anymore. One of the things I learned about the slow cooker is if you didn't cook the carrots on high, the carrots stayed hard. Some people like that. I do not. I like, if my carrots are hard, they have to be cold, and I can dip them in my dill dip or my garlic dip or something like that. When I'm eating cooked carrots, I want them to be soft. I want to bite into them and have them soft, like eating a French fry. You know what I mean? That, not hard. The meat's all done. This is easy. Really, really, really easy. So what I'll do, I'll pull this out, put it on my plate, I'll slice it up. You don't need to see me do that. I'll take a normal picture like I do, when I'm done with this. And that's the whole show. How cool is this? The whole dinner's done. This will be done in 4 more minutes. The timer goes off in 3, well, 5 more minutes. Timer goes off in 3, then I set up, stir it again and let it sit for 2 minutes and it's ready to serve. So I have the chuck roast, the carrots, and the pasta. Easy dinner, really, really easy. All right, thanks for coming to Fun Guy's Kitchen. I'm Funguy The Entertainer, cooking for you.